seminar.
Right.
Go.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bill Hermann.
Thanks, John, for asking me to do this. John and I started coming up with these ideas a long time ago, and when many people thought that we couldn't continue to have these kind of conferences here in the Midwest, John kept going on a regular basis. So before you leave,
Give it up for
be
John.
sure you shake his hand. And he's always been an innovative force in this whole idea, and because of the kind of things he's done here in the Midwest, he's influenced the larger conferences and the magazines and the websites that are all trying to do what John has been doing, just out of a sense of almost ministry. If you know John at all, you get that word when we talk about this. So thanks again, man, for having me do this. John wasn't sure how much time I was going to have, so he just kind of said to talk on one specific point. One specific point that when I do, because people regularly ask me to do critiques of their own performances, or come and see what they do, or how do you think, what do you think I should do? I want to get to the next level. Before I even did any workshops, these are the kind of questions I got on a regular basis. Heck, the only reason I do workshops now is because of questions like that, and because of my partner Jason Jones, who looked at me and said, well, yeah, of course you can do workshops. So between the two of us, we worked on it. But the number one thing that they're always asking is, just give me one thing. Give me that one little thing. Just kind of move me forward. And because they know I'm an actor, and because they know that I've done that acting since I was 5, and that's really what I draw my strength from, and where my strength is with what I do, that's always the question. What's the one thing? Give me one thing. And it took me a long time to come up with one thing, because I always saw it as I still see it as a lot of things. I still see it as a never-ending journey. It's not something you're going to get to. It's something if you want to be a performer, you need to get on stage all the time. You need to be taking classes all the time. I had that teacher, I think some of you have heard me say, who told me, if you're not in a show, you should be in a class. If you're not in a class, you should be in a show. If you're not in either one, you should be on stage somewhere doing something. Stage time is the number one tool that you can use to make yourself grow on a regular basis. But stage time seems really open too, right? I mean, we can get stage time. We think about it, we're getting stage time. We sing karaoke, we stand in front of friends and tell jokes, right? There's all kinds of stage time that we think we're getting, so that seems really broad as well. So I guess the number one thing, when it finally came down to it, the number one thing that I've seen in almost everybody's performance, in fact, not almost, everybody's performance that can be better, is the idea that you're always on stage. Always. Mine too. This is the number one thing that I struggle with on a regular basis. The concept of the fact that I am always on stage. If you define yourself as an entertainer, in other words, an entertainer who stands in front of an audience, as opposed to in a booth when no one's looking at you, like radio, okay, or in television, where you're on camera and then you're off camera, and then you're on camera and then you're off camera. So you can smile on camera and you don't have to when you're off camera. When we do what we do, we are always on stage. And you can look at it from every aspect of who we are and what we do, because they're looking at us. If you meet with them face to face, what they're doing is they're judging whether or not you're going to look right when you do their wedding. Whether your personality matches with theirs. They're actually looking at you through a filter on a regular basis all the time. Is that going to be right? Is that going to fit? Does he look right? Does he smile the way I like him to? Do I trust him? That's that filter, that stage filter. So you're always on stage. And it becomes evident when we see it. We see it on a regular basis. Usually when you see a video of a DJ on YouTube, you can say right away, oh, God, look at that. Oh my gosh. He's just standing there. Okay, but we do that on a regular basis. Think about it. So many people, a real good example of that is when I first started, before I did any of this, I worked in radio. And in radio, you turn on the mic, and you open your mouth and you do your thing and you turn the mic off. So it's like, hey, WDNZ, how's it going? And thanks, here's the weather and here's the song. You turn the mic off and you go, and you think about what you're going to say next. So when I came on radio and went into doing private events, I would open the mic, I'd play the music, and this is what I looked like when I played the music, doing my thing, starting the song, getting on the record stuff. And then I'd turn on the mic, and I'd go, hey everybody, thanks for coming, it's really awesome to have you. I did it for a long time, didn't even think about it. Can't look into a face, don't do it to me in the studio. And then I figured out, well, I can't do that. I had enough people tell me, what are you doing? What's that thing? Why can't you? So I stopped. But then I turned on the mic and I go, hey everybody, how's it going? Yeah, this is going to be a great song and I'm going to play this later and it's really great. Thanks a lot. Click. You think about it. This is what the audience sees as us all the time. You don't become invisible when you're not talking. You're not invisible when you're not talking. The music starts and a big wall doesn't go up in front of you. They're still watching. It was never more apparent than when we saw the booby slap from DJ. We all know who that is, right? Raise your hand if you don't know what I'm talking about. Okay, that's okay. There was a YouTube video where a guy plays a song by Phil Collins, In the Air Tonight, and his girlfriend is standing over on the stage. He's on stage, and a podium like that was the DJ booth. He plays the song, he's kind of disheveled, right? Like he had a beard or something like that. And he doesn't smile much.
Mustache?
Mustache, yeah. And he's doing his thing, and he plays the song, and he just kind of stands there, He's looking around like, once again, like some kind of invisible thing went up in front of him. And he walks over. When he gets to the song, part of the song where he goes, he walked over to his girlfriend and went, dum 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 dum. Okay? She's on stage. Now, it was really apparent at that point.
Right.
Okay? But what I propose is that
that's the video.
The reason it was bad is because we see it in ourselves. Okay? And we don't know if it was his girlfriend or if it was his wife. We don't know if he doesn't touch her like that on a regular basis. It seems a little inappropriate from my taste, but I've got a wife and she's got a husband.
Who's that right now?
Go ahead. You can finish the joke. But I mean, when we hold hands, every once in a while, my arm around her. And she does that to me. Right? We do that in public. We are we're those kind of people. Okay, we're just being who we are. And in that moment, all he did was forget that he was on stage. Really, honestly. Now, this is probably not something that we would do with the people that we love. But maybe, in his world, they do that. I don't, as silly as that sounds, maybe they do. But all he really did was forget that there is an audience in front of him at that moment. He does it. He plays that song and steps off stage, backstage, to his dressing room, goes up to his wife in private when the audience is not there, and does what he always does during that Phil Collins song. But it's their thing. Beyond our judgment. But when you're on stage, you are no longer beyond judgment. Think about that. Live in that. You are no longer beyond judgment when you are on stage. They're always watching you. And they're always making a judgment or some sort of a comment about who you are around what you're doing, no matter what it is, whether it be pushing play, or just standing there, or making an announcement, or doing a game, or trying to get the bridesmaids out on the dance floor, having your hand in your pocket. They're making a decision all the time. And that affects your bottom line. It always does. I'm not afraid to say I'm really good at what I do. When I get serious, and I'm serious about what I'm doing, and I'm out there making an announcement about how serious I am, I look really serious. Thank you for coming. Yes, it's going to be a great night. Thank you for coming. Oh, it's going to be wonderful. I can sound smooth, I can be smooth, I can make the same exact things I'm supposed to say. I'm supposed to say what I'm supposed to say, exactly the way I'm supposed to say it. I'm perfect. But all I look like is angry. There's a judgment in that. So what's the number one thing you can do on a regular basis? Beyond the fact that they can see you all the time. If they can see you all the time, what's the number one thing that will make you more likable, more approachable, more, I want to be around that person, I want to do what he wants to do, say what he wants to say, or do what he wants to say? How about smile? I mean, really, as simple as that is, and it's so simple, how about smile? It's hard to do. It's really hard to do. Movie people will tell you. Movie stars will tell you. It's one of the hardest things they do every day. They have to smile all the time. If they're seen without a smile, the paparazzi takes more pictures. What's his problem today? Why does she have an attitude? She hates the paparazzi. Look at the scowl she gave those people. They're making those same judgments about us. Remember there's another video, the crazy German DJ, remember him? Sits down, he's sitting down, he's playing that techno music, and all of a sudden, when he gets that favorite song, he goes... Like 3 minutes of that. That smile, that crazy smile, got him national attention. Got him national work. Put him on a national tour. And all he really did was smile, man. Now he smiled like a crazy person. But you could tell he really loved his music. I don't even know if he was that good of a mixer. We didn't really even hear a mix. Really? A smile will make you millions. Millions. Now I'm going to show you what I mean, because I've only got a few minutes left. Everybody put a smile on their face. Oh, come on. Not a grin, not a smirk. A big, stupid, bigger the bigger, bigger the better. Let me see your teeth. Big smile. Keep it there. That's a smile. Not a I'm irritated by this. Smile. Smile. Keep it, no, yeah. But don't stop it. Keep that smile going. And keep it going while I'm talking.
I like Jack Nicholson in Batman.
The Sherry dance.
Here's Johnny.
Don't stop smiling. Don't talk. Because most of the time when you're smiling, you ain't talking either. Stand behind that booth for 3 minutes for a song. You talk between every song. You have to not smile. For 3 minutes, maybe. But you really should smile for the talking, too. How's that feel? It does feel strange, doesn't it? It does feel strange. You know, it's so powerful. Keep smiling. I didn't tell you to stop. It's so powerful that the first thing they teach you in radio is when you open up the mic, you put a stupid smile on your face. I mean, like this. Hey, this is Tommy Cruz on Cool 108 Radio. Thanks for listening. They do that because it sounds better than, hi, this is Tommy Cruz from Cool 108 Radio. Thanks for coming. And you can hear it. If you can hear it, it's even 10 times more powerful when you can see it. When you smile, we don't just see your teeth, we see your eyes light up. You have to force your eyes to light up. Your eyes will even start to water a little bit. You're probably feeling it right now. And the water in your eyes makes your eyes glisten. I mean, think about it. There's another, keep smiling, I didn't tell you to stop. There is actually a study, and I wish I had the specifics about it, but the study was through a university, about depressed people. Keep smiling. Over a 6-month period, they took clinically depressed people and told them that every day, for 30 minutes a day, keep smiling, you have to stand in front of a mirror and smile like you're smiling now.
For a half hour?
A half an hour. You have to smile like you're smiling now. Every day for 6 months. And after that, I think the number was between 70 and 80% of those people were no longer clinically depressed. This is a real study. Because when you smile at someone, they smile back at you. When you feel that smile, they smile back at you. Now why, as performers, as entertainers, I didn't tell you to stop smiling, Ed. Smile. You can write and smile at the same time. If there's something that we have at our disposal, well, we don't have to take a classic. We don't have to read a book about. We don't have to hear a seminar about. We don't have to see a drawing on how to do. But something that is that powerful in our life, in our performance, that we do not do all the time, we are killing ourselves. I saw it with the speakers I saw today. I see it with every speaker that I see. I see it with every DJ that I see. I see it in my photographs that I get from the photographer on a regular basis. I am not immune. But I also know that if I smile, I'm liked. For the same reason that if you remember the name, don't stop smiling. If I remember the names of the people that I meet, they like me better too. This is a simple one too. Remember the name, say their name, back to them on a regular basis. But that's a whole nother thing. This one all by itself, will change how an audience will think of you. You could do nothing but play music all night long and nothing else. But every time if they saw you, you were standing straight, you were dressed nicely, you were looking around, and you're smiling at everybody. And every time you look for a song, you find a song. You're going to play it. Now, I'm making a huge point by forcing you to put one on your face that feels stupid, but the one that raise your hand if you feel stupid with your smile right now. Okay, now keep your hand up. Keep your hand up. Now look across the room. Is there someone that looks like they're smiling too much? Really? Yeah. But you see, what I'm saying is, even that's a joke, because it's funny, and we're feeling funny. We're feeling friendly. We're feeling that joy, that energy, that smile in the room. Write it down on every script. Big words I put in front of my console. Smile. My assistant is supposed to lean over to me before I open a mic and say, "Don't forget to smile." And I know this. It's really powerful. It's really powerful. And I know for a fact that if you do it, I'll hear from you. Because you'll see it back. Another example would be if I walk into the room and I walk into a room like this and I say, "Ladies and gentlemen, the building is on fire. Please make your way as quickly to the exits as quickly as you can. Make your way outside. Please do not stop to talk to anybody. Don't pick up small children. Just make your way outside as quickly as you can." But if I come into the room and I go, "Hey everybody, the building's on fire."
Woohoo! This is
But you see, just in that moment, did you feel the difference?
Yes.
And all I did was smile.
You don't need no water.
That's it. I said the same words. The same words came out of my mouth.
We don't need them.
You starting to feel your cheeks hurt a little bit? Twitching? Hard to do, isn't it? Movie stars. You wonder why movie stars get paid what they get paid?
Because they
Part of
can
it right
smile
there.
all day.
It's part of it right there. They know how to turn it on and when to turn it on. And many of them have got this perma-grin that they've got muscles up here you wouldn't believe. They'll tell you. Botox in. Botox would be this. I'm smiling. What do you mean I'm smiling? It's one simple thought. It's one simple thing. That no matter where you are in your level of performance, no matter how long you've been doing this, you will surpass most every DJ out there. Even if you have very little experience. If you just smile at people, you can take that farther and steps farther as well. Now, if I'm selling something, I suppose it's the entertainment experience, and it's one of the things I bring up in the entertainment experience. It's this little point right here. But really, we get into more depth as well. And we're going to do one of these next year. Usually going to do, it looks like we're going to do maybe one a year. Next year, it'll be next year in November. Did you do dates good for them already?
Yeah, it's 18, 19, 20.
18th, 19th, and 20th. It'll be here in the Twin Cities at the Electric Voice headquarters. That's what we're doing. It's going to be 3 straight days, okay, of intensive working on the entertainment experience designs around what we want to do. There are people in this room that have taken it. Raise your hand if you've taken it. Okay, look at those people. If you haven't taken it, you want to know more about it, ask them. Okay, I can tell you. I'm going to tell you all day. Blossom!
You should be really
Okay, of course, I'm the business owner, okay? Ask them. There's not one person that I don't trust to tell you exactly what I'd like them to tell you about this. Okay? Because we know it's powerful. And we do it because we want to make a change within an industry. We're not making a pile of money. We are making a change in the industry. And I know that for a fact because from what I've heard today and from what Jason has heard yesterday and today, our reach has been stretching out even to the speakers, which I like. I like it. I like the fact that there's a change in the way we're thinking about what we do. And because of it, we've got customers out there that want a certain thing too. And they're going to come finding us. Isn't that great? So, thank you for letting me do this. Thank you for being a part of even this small group. If you don't go to the Las Vegas conference, you should. If you don't go out to Atlantic City, you should. If there are conferences that are going on, you should be a part of them. Like I said, if you're not in the class, be performing. If you're not performing, you're practicing. Or go to a conference, or go to a class. Keep working on your craft. Because if you're working on your craft, you're moving forward. And even this much farther forward than you are now is farther than the guy next to you. And then next to that guy. As long as you're moving forward. You get static and you stay where you are, it's all good by me. But don't tell me that you need a next level if you're not willing to go at least that far towards it.
The 1%.
Well, 1%, 5%, whatever it is. As long as you're taking a little bit of a step, you're that closer. When you do that 5 years, you're this closer. Do that 10 years, you're this closer. I've been doing this since I was 5. I'm almost 50 now. And I'm not done. And Jason will tell you, I call him on a regular basis after a performance and complain about how much I sucked. And I do have my moments where I go, ah, it's awesome! But usually there's one more thing I could do. I just know it. There was something missing. It's where you want to be. Start with a smile. And don't just do it in your performances. Sit across from a client and smile. Gosh, how serious are you? Well, you know, we could work on this, and we have some really great ideas for the kissing game. And smile. Smile in your conferences. Smile in your consultations. Smile during your planning sessions. Smile at your marketing events. How many marketing events you walk around the room and you watch a lot of serious people, and you always get drawn into the one guy who's got a big smile on his face and he's laughing. Be that guy. Be that girl. That's what we do, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Yes, we're very serious about our craft, but we're serious about having fun with our craft, right? Smile. Thank you.